US President Donald Trump has issued a strong warning to Iran, signaling that Washington could adopt a more aggressive stance if stalled negotiations over Tehran's nuclear program do not move forward. In a post on his social media platform Truth Social, Donald Trump shared an image of himself holding an assault rifle with the slogan, "No more Mr. Nice Guy," alongside remarks expressing frustration over what he described as Iran's inability to reach a non-nuclear agreement. He wrote that Iran can't get their act together and better get smart soon, suggesting growing impatience with the diplomatic process. His comments come amid rising tensions in West Asia, where efforts to revive or replace earlier nuclear agreements have made little progress. Donald Trump has repeatedly criticized previous deals as inadequate and has insisted that any new negotiations must directly address concerns over Iran's nuclear ambitions. He also indicated that the United States would not move forward with diplomacy unless all these issues are resolved, warning that failure to reach an agreement could lead to a tougher US response. Donald Trump further claimed that Iran is in a state of collapse and suggested that it is urgently seeking the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global shipping route. He warned that if Iran were to develop nuclear weapons, the consequences would be global, stating that the whole world would be held hostage. And at the same time, Iran has put forward a proposal that is aimed at reducing regional tensions, including a ceasefire in West Asia and the resumption of maritime traffic through the Strait of Hormuz. However, the proposal reportedly avoids immediate discussions on key issues such as nuclear activities, missile development, and sanctions, which remain central points of disagreement between Tehran and Washington. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has been actively engaging in diplomatic outreach, including meetings with global leaders, such as Russian President Vladimir Putin in St. Petersburg, as Tehran seeks broader international backing for its position. And despite these efforts, regional powers have also hardened their stance, and during a Gulf Cooperation Council meeting in Saudi Arabia, led by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, member states strongly criticized what they described as Iran's disruptive actions affecting maritime security. Countries including Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and the UAE called for restoring freedom of navigation and strengthening collective defense cooperation, including proposals for shared defense systems and a joint missile early warning network. Well, amid all these developments, reports indicate that tensions between Iran, the United States, and regional actors remain high, with competing narratives over recent conflicts and ceasefire efforts, adding further complexity to the situation. While some reports referenced military escalation and ceasefire attempts in recent months, diplomatic talks have yet to produce a lasting agreement. And according to the evolving situation described, the United States is also considering long-term strategic measures, including economic pressure and tighter control over maritime routes that is linked to Iran's oil exports as part of a broader effort to limit Tehran's economic and geopolitical leverage. Overall, the situation reflects a deepening diplomatic stalemate, with sharp rhetoric from Washington, counter-proposals from Tehran, and growing regional concern over maritime security and nuclear escalation risks. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.